Want to speak real Spanish from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at SpanishPod101.com.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Soy Romina, tu profesora de español de hoy. Hi, how are you today? Nice to meet you. My name is Romina, and I'm your Spanish teacher for today's lesson. So in today's lesson, we're going to practice 12 basic questions for keeping a conversation in Spanish with people from Spain or Latin America. So now on screen, we have the first 5 questions, the first set of questions. What we are going to do is first we're going to practice the pronunciation, and later we are going to focus on the meaning of these questions, and we are going to translate each one into English, okay? Bien, comencemos. Let's start. Número 1, number 1. ¿Cómo estás? Número 2. Number 2. ¿Cómo te llamas? Número 3. Number 3. ¿Cuál es tu apellido? Número 4. Number 4. ¿De dónde eres? Número 5. Number 5. ¿Dónde naciste? So the first one, I'm pretty sure you know this one. How would you say this in English? ¿Cómo estás? How are you, right? This is one of the very first phrases we usually learn in Spanish, no? So how are you? Obviously can be answered by I'm well, I'm not so well, thank you, I'm very well, thank you, right? So in Spanish you can say estoy mal, estoy más o menos. So estoy mal means I'm not so well. Estoy más o menos is like I'm more or less, I'm so-so, right? Estoy bien, I'm good, or estoy muy bien, like I'm very well. And then you can complement this with thank you, no? Estoy muy bien, gracias. Okay, the second question, I'm pretty sure you got this one as well, right? This is also something that we learned immediately when we start learning Spanish. ¿Cómo te llamas? Again, my pronunciation, it's a little bit different because I'm from Argentina. Other people might say, ¿Cómo te llamas? Right? So what does this one mean? What's your name, right? What's your name? So here you can say, me llamo Romina, right? And then you just insert your name. Another option to this question is to say, my name is, no? Mi nombre es Romina, or you can just straight away say, I am Romina, right? Soy Romina. So you have 3 options to answer this question. Me llamo, mi nombre es, or soy, right? Muy bien. The third one, okay, what does apellido means, or apellido, right? If you're using a different pronunciation from Argentina. Apellido, what does it mean? Significa surname, right? So here this question is asking us, what is our surname, okay? So what's your surname? In my case, it's Salas Romaniello. I have 2, so I'm going to say, mi apellido es Salas Romaniello, okay? ¿De dónde eres? Number 4, okay? Number 4, what is this asking you? This is asking you, where are you from, okay? So this is asking you about your nationality, okay? So if you are from the US, you're going to say, yo soy de los Estados Unidos, okay? That's one option. Otherwise, you can say that you, yo soy estadounidense, okay? So you can say the name of your country, or sort of like the adjective, no? of that country. For example, if you're Australian, yo soy australiano, Australiana if you're a female. So Australiano if you're a male, Australiana if you're a female, or you can name your country. Yo soy de Australia. Número 5. Let's continue with number 5. ¿Dónde naciste? This is not such a common one, no? Like some of you guys might not know this one, okay? This is a bit of an unusual question for beginners, no? ¿Dónde naciste? What do you think it means? ¿Dónde naciste? This one is asking you where were you born, okay? So sometimes in this global world, you can be from one country, a citizen from one country, but you were born somewhere else, no? So let's say, for example, I'm an Australian citizen, but I was born in Argentina, no? So I can say, yo soy australiana, pero nací en Argentina. So, ¿dónde naciste? Nací en Argentina. That's the answer. Nací en, and then you insert the country. Nací en Argentina. And in the first phrase I was just giving you before, I was saying, I am Australian, as an example. I am Australian, but I was born in Argentina. Yo soy australiana, but nací en Argentina. Okay. Continuamos. We're going to move on. We're going to move on to the next set of questions. Again, we are going to pronounce all of these questions and then we're going to translate them into English. Por favor, repite. Número 6, number 6. ¿Cuántos años tienes? Número 7, number 7. ¿Cuál es tu profesión? Número 8, number 8. ¿Dónde trabajas? Número 9, number 9. ¿Dónde vives? Número 10, number 10. ¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono? Número 11, number 11. ¿Cuál es tu correo electrónico? Número 12. ¿Cuál es tu dirección? So number 6, this is a common one. I'm pretty sure you know this one. ¿Cuántos años tienes? Okay, how do you translate that into English? How old are you, right? And this is when you need to know your numbers, okay? So you go, yo tengo 30 años. Yo tengo 20 años. Yo tengo 50 años, correct? Bien, so number 7. This one is pretty straightforward, right? If you translate this into English, you can kind of understand what it's asking you, even if you don't speak Spanish, no? It's quite similar. So, ¿cuál es tu profesión? ¿Cuál es tu profesión? That's what's your profession? What do you do, right? So here, depending on your profession title, you need to be aware of the gender, right? If it's male or female, if you're male or female. Okay, so for example, if you are a teacher, like myself, you're going to say, yo soy profesora de español. Because I'm a female, I'm saying profesora. But if I were a male, I would say, yo soy profesor de español. Profesor. Número 8. Let's carry on to number 8. ¿Dónde trabajas? What is this in Spanish? In English. ¿Dónde trabajas? Where trabajas? You work. Where do you work, right? ¿Dónde trabajas? So this can be answered general, no? Depending on the conversation. You can say, I work in this country, or you can be more specific, I work in this suburb, or I work in this building, like, for example, a bank or a hospital, right? So you could say, let's go with the example of the country, right? Yo trabajo en Cuba. We can go more specific with a suburb, right? With Palermo from Buenos Aires. So you can say, yo trabajo en Palermo. Or if you want to be more specific about the building, you can say, yo trabajo en un hospital. Yo trabajo en un banco. I work in a hospital. I work at a bank, right? Continuamos. Número 9. Let's continue with number 9. ¿Dónde vives? Okay, what this one means. ¿Dónde vives? ¿Dónde? Again, where. Vives, you live. So where do you live? Again, like the previous one, you can say, yo vivo en a country. Yo vivo en Cuba. Yo vivo en Colombia. Yo vivo en España, or more specific, right? Yo vivo en Malasaña. Yo vivo en Toledo. I live in Malasaña, a suburb a neighborhood in Spain, or a city in Spain, Toledo. Or again, you can say, I live in a house. Yo vivo en una casa. Yo vivo en un apartamento. Okay, I live in a house, I live in an apartment. Continuamos. Número 10. Let's continue with number 10. ¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono? So this is a bit of a longer phrase, right? Make sure you practice the pronunciation. It's quite common to get messed up with this one. So, ¿cuál es tu número de teléfono? Here, we are asking you what's your phone number, right? This is very important if you're going out on dates. So, ¿cuál es tu número de teléfono? Again, you need to know your numbers. And to answer this question, you can say, mi número de teléfono es, and then the phone number, or just directly, obviously, the phone number, right? When you're giving away your phone number, please remember that we do it in pairs, okay? So we don't go 1, 4, 1, 3, blah, blah. We go 14, 13, 50, etc., etc., okay? So, mi número de teléfono es 14 52 78 94, for example. Okay, continuamos. So, another one that is very tricky to pronounce, right? ¿Cuál es tu correo electrónico? ¿Cuál es tu correo electrónico? So, what is this one asking you? It's asking you for your email, okay? So this is like general Spanish, if you like. A lot of people will use this, particularly when writing in newspapers. But a lot of people will just use the word email, right? Just with a Spanish pronunciation. ¿Cuál es tu email? But it's good for you to know this one as well. So, ¿cuál es tu correo electrónico? So you can, again, just say the whole phrase, mi correo electrónico es, or mi email es, and then the email address, or just straight away give away your email address. So in this one, you need to know the spelling, right? And also remember how to say at. How do you say at in Spanish? Arroba. Arroba, nata arriba, arroba, ¿ok? Mi correo electrónico es romina@gmail.com o romina@yahoo.com. I don't know if people have Yahoo accounts anymore. Okay, so just make sure you know the spelling for this one, because sometimes our email addresses are very complicated and you need to spell that for the person, right? So you will have to go ROMI, blah, blah, right? So ROMINA, okay, etcétera. Muy bien, vamos con la última pregunta, con la pregunta final. So now we're gonna translate the last question, okay? The last question on our list. Number 12, número 12. ¿Cuál es tu dirección? ¿Cuál es tu dirección? So, what's the meaning of this one? Dirección. So, dirección. Is that direction? Is this asking you for a direction? No. Dirección significa address, right? So, in English, dirección is address. So here you have to tell me what's your street number or your street, where do you live, okay? So you can say in Spanish, I live on, I don't know, for example, Columbus Street, number 12, right? Or 12 Columbus Street, right? So in Spanish, you're going to say, mi dirección es calle Colón número 14. 14 Columbus Street, for example. Yeah. One thing I want to say here is that it could be possible for people to ask you your email address, as in dirección de correo electrónico, okay? They could go like, ¿cuál es tu dirección de correo electrónico? It's quite common for people to combine these two in Latin America as well, okay? Bien, amigos, es el final de la clase de hoy. It's the end of our lesson, my friends. Muchísimas, pero muchísimas gracias por ver este video. Thank you so much for watching today's lesson, today's video lesson. Muchas gracias y nos vemos en la próxima clase. Adiós. I'll see you in our next class. Bye bye.